Right, welcome ladies and gentlemen, let's talk box office. Godzilla Minus One is still number 3, accumulating fantastic numbers, but there was another Japanese hit that came in, and it was The Boy and the Heron, opened to $12.8 million domestically. This is a Studio Ghibli film. Great. Isn't it fascinating that the Japanese domestic market products are coming in and just swooping, going, yep, cool, there you go, smashing it. Fascinating stuff. Second was the Hunger Games. But let's take a look, because this is still, it's interesting. I do wonder whether Godzilla Minus One in the States will choose to extend its run even further, because it had already done that. But it's accumulated such great numbers domestically, as well as in Japan. It opens in the UK this week as well. This film will just stomp on and on and on and on and on. And I do believe that The Boy and the Heron probably will do as well now, because yeah, not too bad at all. They're doing great numbers. Japanese films coming in here, and I do wonder why, because, well, I don't need to wonder why. I know why. It's quite simply because you're not being lectured to, and it's a great escape, and it's more moralistic, I guess. So let's take a look. Hit subscribe if you enjoy videos like this. No pressure if not. So Studio Ghibli's and GKID's as well. The Boy and the Heron, released this weekend, posted a $12.8 million opening, which is fantastic. Really, really, really good. Yeah, it's their biggest opening ever in the US and Canadian marketplace for both, well, basically for both of the studios, GKID and Studio Ghibli. So they've done incredible numbers here. Now they say this is a soft weekend overall, $72.8 million for all titles. It is true. It is true, the box office isn't exactly alive at the moment with loads of smash hits, but I think that goes to show that people's viewing habits are changing and they're being more discretionary about what they choose to spend their money and time on, because time has an inherent value. But they say this, it's the second weekend of December and it was plus 93% over the same period a year ago, so I guess it's slightly higher. Well, slightly, it is higher. And it's a plus 66% over the second frame of the last month of the year in 2021. But that's not exactly a surprise because, of course, COVID. And they had Jumanji, Next Level. That was with $59.2 million that weekend as well. But yeah, so this is the second weekend of Godzilla Minus One. $8.3 million overall. So pretty bloody good. And its Japanese box office is close to a third of this weekend's overall ticket sales. So basically, Godzilla Minus One plus The Boy and the Heron takes a third of all ticket sales. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. And they did really well on IMAX. IMAX has currently now crossed $1 billion for the year. That's insane. That's absolutely staggeringly good. And then the Lionsgate, the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, not bad, only a 33% drop off. Like, that's really, really good. I gave this film some shit because I couldn't really care about it, and, I don't like the lead. But this is undeniably a really strong drop off. Minus 33%, that's good. That's good. So it's now got a running total of $135.6 million. However, it says updated final domestic is around 160. So, yeah, not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. Now, they do say, Wonka is going to be released as well, Aquaman 2 and the colour purple. So, I think what Wonka released here this weekend in the UK. So, that sort of led the box office. I think it was like $11 million overall. So it'll be interesting to see how that corresponds over to the stateside, because when that gets released, I think that will just wipe most of these films off the map. I do think Godzilla will probably still do reasonably well if it extends its run, simply because it's counter-programming. And it does seem Beyonce, that, tour film is done now. Only, $5 million in sixth place, minus 77% drop, which I think most people went to see it if they wanted to see it, and they're just done with it, which makes a lot of sense, massively. Poor Things, that did not great, but also it's not exactly a huge film. It's an indie film, and yeah, by comparison to other things, not bad. 72,000 opening theatre average. So I had a 3-day of 644,000 at 9 theatres, which for 9 theatres, half a million, not bad. I mean, it's not great, but it's not bad either. So yeah, but let's take a look, right? So they do their breakdowns and things like that. It's not really any point getting into that, but they say this. So we've got The Boy and the Heron, and Friday 5.56 million, Saturday 3.99 million, and Sunday 3.2 for a 3-day total of $12.8 million. Not bad at all. And then Hunger Games running total for week 4 is now $135.7 million. Godzilla Minus One again, $25.3 million in week 2. And a lot of people, it's important to note with respect to this is that, it was released in Japan previous. It has not got a wide release yet. I'm seeing Godzilla Minus One today, and that's only because there's like a special deal where if you're a member of a movie theatre, you can go watch them early. But it actually releases at the weekend on Friday in the UK. So the Godzilla Minus One numbers worldwide are not high because it just doesn't have a worldwide release at this point in time. So Trolls Band Together is actually holding on, to be fair. It's a movie, well, again, just to wrap up Godzilla Minus One, they added theatres as well, 232 theatres added. So the total is only a 31% drop, which is not bad. I think they did really, really well with that. Like, really, really well with that. A 3-day drop of 31% is incredible. Really, really, really incredible. Again, if we're going to praise Hunger Games with their minus 33% drop, you have to praise the Godzilla Minus One. In its second week to only drop 31% goes to show how good word of mouth actually is on this film. So people are just loving it. And then there's other films, Wish, they've done terrible. I mean, this is a certified flop, only $49.4 million domestic. This film had a $200 million budget, and this film will struggle to cross $100 million domestic now. I mean, it's going to get trounced moving forwards. The drop-off's not bad, 30%, but no one's going to watch it, and with a budget that high, it's a bomb. It's an absolute bomb. And who'd think, Trolls Band Together, a Universal film, would wipe the floor with a Disney film? I mean, 10 years ago, you wouldn't even dream of saying that, which is fascinating to see, really. Really, it's quite shocking, quite frankly. Genuinely shocking. And, this artwork for The Boy and the Heron, I mean, it's beautifully done. It looks absolutely astounding. Studio Ghibli films are incredible. So, there you have it. I mean, there's the box office roundup. Godzilla Minus One, just trouncing it. Absolutely smashing it again. But The Boy and the Heron, yeah, I mean, it's the year for Japanese films, I guess. I will be watching it this evening, so I'll give you my review later on tonight. It will be quite late tonight for me anyway, because I'm seeing it about 7:30 p.m. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. But cheers, guys. Leave your thoughts down below. Take care. Bye-bye now.